James Robbie.
Oh, God. I hate you. Hey! Welcome back to Tahorium. Today we're taking another look at... I don't remember what it's called. Game Character Hub.
There it is.
It says it right on top of the screen.
You got it.
Good thing I saw it.
You nailed it.
So I was dicking around on YouTube last night, as Elliot just pointed out to me. And I realized that we actually had a comment on the other Thorium video that is actually a video. And it's from this guy, James Robbie, who is like the only person that we don't know who's posted a comment, because everyone else is like a friend of ours. And he wanted to know about the bucket feature, which is a good question. The bucket feature sucks. And a lot of Game Character Hub can be extremely tedious, I've learned. So the bucket feature basically works how you would think it would. The issue is that pixel art doesn't work the way you think it would. So on like MS Paint, if you draw a circle and you click bucket and you click red or something and then you put it in the middle of a circle, Elliot, what's it do?
It makes a giant...
It makes it red. Good. So it does sort of the same thing in Game Character Hub. So as you can see, we have the bucket clicked. We have our layer clicked, which is really annoying that you have to do it, but that's how you do it. So let's try to make his hair blue. Nope. Gotta select pixels. Fun. Alright. So you can do individual frame selection and pixel selection. The issue is that if you're doing a bucket tool, you kind of want everything on every frame, the same piece to be the same color. Which, the way this bucket tool works, so we do magic wand, basically, which means we can select this whole area. So we're selecting his hair, and if you're wondering why his whole hair isn't selected and why it's not going to change his whole hair blue, well, because this thing selects it based on the color, not the item. So it's actually selecting that grayish bit on top of his head rather than his hair. So this thing doesn't think, oh, I'm touching his hair. It thinks, hey, look, I'm getting that little bit of color. Hey, sexy.
Hey.
So that kind of bugs me, but it's alright. So if we go back to our bucket, we have this...
Don't call me sexy, by the way.
Alright, beautiful.
Better.
So look,
Thank you.
basically through doing the wand and selecting the right thing, we colored that one bit blue. So now what we'd have to do is go back to the short hair, go back to our bucket, click on it. And if we continue to do this, yes, it will, we can highlight the same thing and get the same color every time. But hair doesn't look like that, especially in pixel art. In pixel art, shading is a huge thing. So look at the different movements here. You got all this shading, but then the bucket command ignores shading and just puts it based on the outer colors, not the shading put on top of it. So it makes it look like novice pixel art is what it looks like. So I never use the bucket command. It's got a weird fill, and I mean really what I'm going to change the color on is going to be the hair or the eyes. And if you want to go through and do it, that's fine. If I'm going to do eyes, I usually just select what I want, and you can change the size on this somehow. I don't usually go into editing too much, because a lot of the preset stuff, you can change it. You can change it when you put it down, and they have pre-made selections, or you can do what I'm about to show you, which is a pretty good way to do it. And of course, you can go and manually do anything you want, really. But the whole pixel selection process is not the best. I would honestly just either do it manually or do what I'm about to show you. So look, we changed the top blue. I'm not going to go all the way through, but you understand that's how you would do it. And since the bottom 3 are him having his back to you, you only got the top 9 to color. So that would be how you change eye color, which I'm sure someone wanted to know how to do. But the big thing, if we want to change his hair color, which is what I'm assuming you would want to use the bucket command for, I mean, you could do it with clothes as well. You're going to select your layer, and you're going to click this little color wheel right here, and go frame selection. Oops, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Got to go to this bad boy. Select all the frames you want the item to be changed in. That's how I usually do it. Got the hair selected. Now you can go frame selection. And we can completely change. It is selecting the item. It's changing everything based on the item. And it's... So look, we can get some really crazy colors that you can't get with the pre-made stuff. Look at that. And it's shaded all the way through. Looks pretty good. I mean, there might be some issues with, the back of it. But of course, you can change that. There are ways to do it that are pretty simple. Yeah, it has to do with the hue and the shading. But you can go through and change a little bit if you want. You can leave it like that. It looks pretty cool. That's what it looks like when you dye your hair a lot of the times, and it grows back out. So it's cool that it, sort of takes that look. But I mean, you saw how quick I just changed all of it and made it look way cooler compared to trying to highlight each individual section and change the colors. Now, if you want to take the time to do that and have his hair change colors every step, you can do that all you want. But the coloration tool right here, I think I would use it, 10 times out of 10, to be honest. It's a lot easier. You can change the whole thing. Now, I will say, and I don't know if it was the coloration tool that was doing this, but you have to be careful with the color of their underwear, actually, when you pick them out, when you pick out the main body. And this is, I don't know about for RPG Maker, the XP, the 2007 or 2003 versions, but for VX Ace, which is what I run and which it's what we run, you're going to want to make sure, if you intend to change colors, that their underwear and eyes are different colors. And the eyes are always going to be that navy blue, so make the underwear any other color, really. And I can't remember if that's using coloration or fill, but one of them, it'll actually select them together with the magic wand because they're the same color, and it will try to change them both. And I think it is coloration that it does something like that. But if you're going to change the color, it doesn't matter what color they are starting because you can change it whatever you want. And obviously, if you want them both navy blue, go ahead and do that. But yeah, I would always use coloration tool over... wonky. I would always use the coloration... Ooh, wow, that is... I've never done that before. Let's just finish it up with this nice, pretty ball of body. I would always use coloration tool over most other tools on here. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, also I found this kind of cool thing. I don't know if you knew this, but you can randomly generate characters based on criteria. So if you click this little button, you should go mess around with it. It's a lot of fun. That's about it. Elliot, what do you want to say to people?
Hey guys.
Good. Good talk, everybody. I love you.